hassleconsulting.com. I could curse now because I don't care to monetize this video because we're talking about the biggest assholes of them all, lawyers. Remember when lawyers used to mean something and now it just means, oh, you're how much in debt? It's sad. I miss law school lemmings. He was a Twitter guy, and he'd just tweet out all these articles of these law students just like being financially crippled for the rest of their lives because we're gonna change lives. I'm bringing justice. They go to some law school in a strip mall and pay $300,000 and no one would hire them. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to help out a good young man by the name of Alex. And Alex writes, "Hi, Aaron. I'll just make this short and to the point. I'm currently majoring in computer science with a physics minor. I want to attend law school and possibly start my own patent law practice afterwards. After seeing your videos, I know you look down on law school, but I was wondering, is being a patent lawyer profitable? I don't know. I'm not a patent lawyer, but you paid a nice fee for me to go and research and find out. So average or median, not average, median salary of a patent lawyer, $134,000. Now this varies with geography because if you are in the real patent law business, you are working in New York or San Fran or LA or London or Beijing or some other very, 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 very expensive place. And you're making $250,000, but that really is still like making only $134,000 because of taxes and costs and living. Brought to you by the wonderful leftist Marxist policies voted in by the municipal citizens of stupidity in those areas. And don't forget, you get to step over shit. The shit hurdle, 100-yard shit hurdles. Socialism. So there's that. All right. So yeah, you can make money. Is it worth living in New York City and shit-filled San Fran and the traffic and the cost and the stress? Oh, and by the way, you're going to be working a lot too to be making that kind of figure. I'd say no. Unless you had like this hard on, like you needed to become a patent lawyer or you needed to make $250,000 a year. Like you needed to be big dog. I'd say no, man. A big mistake a lot of my audience clientele makes is I'm like a minimalist and I got to make 6 figs. I got to make $1 million. I'm like, the whole point of you being a minimalist is so you don't have to make 6 figs. So that if the boss gives you the slightest bit of guff, you can say, fuck off, dickhead. Hey, baby boomer, would you like a little coronavirus on this cod swab if I shove it up your nostril? No, I'm not commuting, you fucking lawyer dickheaded fuck. So you really got to ask you, the first question you got to ask is, why do you want to make $250,000? Because that's what you're aiming for. Does it make enough money? Yeah, it can. Okay, it can. But do you need that much money? Because you're putting all the time and effort in now that's more than enough to support one man in the field being a computer science major. Why don't you go be a computer science guy? Why don't you go program? Why don't you go build computers? Why don't you do that? Why don't you come up with the patent and the idea and you go hire a patent firm to patent your idea and you make the money? Why do you have to be the patent lawyer? So that's the first thing I'd be asking. Second thing, I don't think it's worth it to make, quote, that much money given where you have to live, the people you have to deal with. What else? And that's the best case scenario. This assumes you go to a tier 1 law firm and you get in with the big law firms, the big patent law. And this now brings about something that's similar to other law firms and investment banks or finance in general. The only real place you're going to want to go work, as I watched a bunch of videos from another guy who's a patent lawyer, you're either SWAT or you're not, you're big or you go home. You either get into one of these you either go to a top tier school and you get into one of these top tier firms. Otherwise, you're in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th tier firms that just eat the breadcrumbs off the table, the deals that these guys don't want to take. And when you're not in the tier 1, the top of these law firms, you're a beggar. And you get more of the problem cases. You get people who don't have money. You get people with stupid ideas. You're pulling teeth. And you're doing less patents than you are people begging. And this one guy was talking about how, you could go out on your own, but all you're going to get is people that want free advice. And then they're shocked when you want to charge them $800 an hour. So it really is that top. You either get into a top tier law school and get into a top tier law firm, or you don't try it at all. Do you want to commit to that kind of life? Do you want to commit to that kind of dedication? Honestly, man, are you in college still? You're majoring. Dude, go fucking work. Okay? That's my advice to anybody in college. When you're done with college, should I go get a master's? No, you fucking moron. You should go fucking work before you start growing your first gray pube, all right? Get some work experience. You might like work. You might feel, well, this is great. I'm making money. I can play outside. I don't have to listen to some dickhead boomer professor telling me about Marxism and how diversity is needed in the laws of physics. Why is diversity here in physics? I just need to study physics. Oh, but you have to understand, it's ethnocentric physics. Kepler's laws are different if you're Hispanic. I mean, don't you get sick of school? Go fucking work. So that's what I would recommend. You work, you figure out who you are first. You get the fuck out of an education setting, and you see if you don't enjoy life, well, you don't have to go to law school. So yeah, they do make money, but it's only those who get into the top tier. I don't think it's worth the risk. And then if you go to patent, and here's another thing. Yeah, you got to go to law school. You got to pass the bar exam, but then you have to pass this separate patent agent, I think is what they call it, but like a patent lawyer bar exam. You got to do 2 exams, the bar exam for the regular lawyer and then the patent bar exam or whatever they call it. And that's super hard to pass. No, man, fuck that. Me personally, no, I wouldn't do that. Fuck that shit. I want to live life. I'm done. Are you sick of taking tests? Are you done with it? What, you want to sign up for 5 more years of this shit, taking tests? Like, fuck it. That's why I majored in computer science. So higher, just make sure I currently major. I want to attend law school and possibly start my own practice. Yeah, you're not going to start your own practice. No. Because you'll be no fuck Joe and no one's going to want to hire you. Except for the crow, hey, I'll give you equity in my firm. And no, and you're not going to make any money. You wasted like 3 years in law school and a year studying for that other exam. After seeing your videos, I was wondering if being a patent lawyer is profitable. Yeah, so it is profitable for those people who make it to the top tier. And even if you made it to the top tier, I don't think it'd be worth it. Because once again, you have to deal with liberal dipshits and step over shit. And if you don't have to step over shit in New York, don't worry, it's coming. I think when I die, every major metro is going to be so leftist and so Marxist, they will allow people to shit in the streets. They'll say, you can't judge. You can't judge the incontinent people. So no, but you can do what you want. I recommend you go and you research on your own. Find out if it's for you. But there you go. All right, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Links down below. Do we have any spot? I saw here was one. All right, Kevin, our resident Marxist. Are index funds a smart investment for beginners? Well, I mean, they're not. There's no such thing as a smart investment. It's a cheap investment because of the fees. There's very little fees, but index investing in general is for those who it's a wise investment decision, if you want to put it that way. Index funds beat the index. Index funds beat the majority of the investment professionals. The majority of investment professionals don't beat the index, historically speaking. That could change starting now. So everybody who invests in index funds, you could lose money compared to an actively managed fund. But in general, I mean, that's what I do. You do your own research, Kevin. Figure it out for yourself. That's what you get for $2. All right, there you guys go. See you guys later. Toodles.